I'm back with my home birth questions, part 2.
All we got is time, so stay a while, stay a while. All we got is time, so stay a while, stay a while.
Okay, so some of my answers might be a little intense for some viewers, so beware. But let's jump in. Okay, so what is the setup of a home birth? Supplies and all that. Who provides what? So my midwife would provide me with like a home birth kit. Kind of had like I honestly can't even remember what's in it because she always had to bring it because I always forgot to get out of the appointment. But it had like gloves and like some sterile equipment and like a peri bottle and stuff like that. It wasn't anything like crazy. But if you want like a water birth, like you provide your own tub and the hose and then you keep it, obviously it's yours. She gives me a list in detail of everything I need. To have like a backpack just in case of a hospital transfer, which in my case I've never needed, and honestly I've never had it ready anyways, just because I don't know, I never did it. I didn't feel like I was gonna need it. And with my first home birth, I ended up delivering, I think it was like a little bit over a week early. So I wasn't even really expecting to go into labor. Yeah. So there's obviously like a bunch of towels, blankets, baby blankets, washcloths, adult size washcloths to kind of help that area between your anus and your hole where the baby's coming out of. That counter pressure is going to help you not tear, which I didn't need stitches this last pregnancy. I didn't need it with Esther. I think the last time I got stitches was when I had Joshua. No, was it Joshua? Jeremiah. It was Jeremiah because my midwife wasn't here and he just busted it out of me. So there was that. What else? Towels, like bed protectors and how to set up your bed so your bed stays safe, chuck pads for postpartum, like if you want to do adult diapers for postpartum, or if you're going to do the pads, to have some pads ready, stuff like that. Flashlights with batteries, your baby outfit, some comfy postpartum clothes or whatever you're going to wear. It's a lot of stuff that you would have on hand anyways, and some things that you would be taking in your hospital bag as well, but it's just sitting in a basket. You need like trash bags, a gallon zip-up black bag for your placenta, a bowl for your placenta, something to keep the water warm for your washcloths to have that like counter pressure. That not only helps with pain, but also helps, like I said, with tearing. It's honestly pretty easy, and like I said, she gives me a list of everything I need. I just go checking off what I already have and what I need to buy, and I think I've only ever bought the like plastic sheet for my bed, like that's normally what I have to buy, and the flashlights because they always go missing because kids. But what steps or approach could you take to prepare for home birth, birthing positions and stuff like that? Birthing positions, the ones that have worked for me is I bounce on my ball until I can no longer contain myself. I'm in and out of the bathtub and shower. This last pregnancy, I don't even think I went into the shower, but I was in the bathtub for a pretty long time, like birthing, trying to breathe through it. This last one was the first time I tried like the hypnobirthing, kind of like a variation. It was more like birthing affirmations. So it was like telling me to breathe and thinking about like how close I'm getting to meeting my baby, and I would try to listen to that and I would try to breathe and tell myself, and honestly it worked. Like towards the end it was really, really painful, but let me tell you, it worked. Like, I feel like it worked compared to my other births. Listening to my midwife when she told me kind of like how to like contain my yelling, because I do get loud sometimes. I don't feel like I've gotten less and less loud, but I'm still kind of, I sometimes just, the pain just, I have to scream it out. But she tells me to concentrate it. All fours, like getting down on all fours helps tremendously. I did that with Joshua, Jeremiah, and Judah. With Esther, is the only one I kind of sat upright on like the squat looking chair thing, and I had my legs up. But I was just so exhausted at that point, I couldn't do anything else. So I was tired. She was born at like 12 something in the morning. And with Judah, honestly, I kid you not, but like Jonathan had whispered in my ear, he's like, just give it up to God, like give all your pain to God. And in that moment, like I was just like, please God, like take this pain from me. And I kid you not, like I felt zero pain for just a little bit. The contractions were coming, and then they just kind of stopped for a second, and I felt like I could breathe and regain my strength, and then I pushed them out. So there was that. My favorite thing about home birth is like you can birth in any position you feel comfortable in. So on your back, on your side, squatting, standing up, on the door, like wherever you want to be. My midwife gives me suggestions, so like say like try this or try that, and if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And she did tell me to labor on the toilet, and that's where I felt like I went like quick. And also, tell your husband or your doula, whoever you're gonna have there supporting you, to figure out ways for counter pressure if you are okay being touched. Like my husband is the only person who can touch me when I am in pain, or my midwife. She also helped with like counter pressure, and counter pressure helps so much. And like I just like kind of focus on like, okay, it's there, like push as hard as you can, but that helps a lot. Why would I choose to give birth at home unmedicated? To some people, a lot of people say like, you're so brave, or I could never do that, or like, why would you do that to yourself? But honestly, why wouldn't I? Like, so many people are talking about like, I want to feel empowered and blah blah blah. Well, giving birth unmedicated in your own home how you want, you really can't get more empowered than that. Like, you are in complete control. There's no one telling you what you can and cannot do. You're in your own space. You feel comfortable. You feel strong. Can it be scary because you don't know what's gonna happen? Yeah. Can it be scary because you don't know about the pain? Yeah. But if you don't give yourself like another option for like pain, then there's not really much like to worry about. Like you're like, okay, I need to do this because there's no other way to do this. And I feel like your body just kind of like, I'm gonna get it done kind of thing. But so why would I not choose to have it at home? Why would I not choose to have my birth the way I want to have it instead of somebody telling me how I should have it? All right, so if I'm in like a different position or something, it's because I had to go and check on Judah. Okay, so I did this one, and this one, and this one. The cost of home birth. So if you did not know, Medicaid, depending on who you have, will cover it. My midwife personally charged a fee for using Medicaid because honestly they can be a pain in the butt. So there's that. And there with Jeremiah, I actually had to pay out of pocket for that one. Not the full amount. She gave us a reduced price because we were coming in at like 30 something weeks. And with my insurance, we actually had to call them and figure out everything because we were the first ones in Florida to do a home birth with them, like with that that insurance. So it was like a huge long process, but they ended up covering a pretty good amount of it. I think we only paid $3,000 out of pocket is what I think. But I don't honestly know how much a home birth would cost completely out of pocket. I will have to ask my midwife, and I will get back to you on that question. Okay, what happens if midwife doesn't make it? Well, I can tell you, it's really not that scary. But my midwife was on the phone with us, and she was telling my husband, walking him through like what to say to me and how to like handle the situation. And thankfully, Heather, my wonderful friend and photographer, was so calm and collected during this whole process, and also helped and held the phone for us. But yeah, she pretty much just walked us through it. And funny story is, I didn't charge my phone, so my phone died in the middle of him talking to her. So she had to pull over on the side of the road, stuck in traffic, and find my husband's number because she didn't have it saved in her phone, and then call him on, because my husband didn't have her phone number, of course, either. Which, make sure your midwife has your husband's number, or whoever you're gonna have in the room, like in with you, make sure everybody has the midwife's number, and the midwife has everybody that's gonna be at the house number. So that way that doesn't happen in case of like a situation like this where she gets stuck in traffic or something and happens not to make it. And that's what we did. We listened to her instructions. She said, and she came maybe 30 minutes later. I can't remember if my placenta had already been, I think I already like pushed out my placenta by that time too and everything. Now I did have a lot of people say like, oh, like, okay, since she wasn't there, like, did you have to pay her for that? Like, yes, I did. Hello, she was the one helping me. I see her a lot more than I did my OB. So there. If your midwife doesn't make it, don't freak. Just have her on the phone. But how did I find peace in my labor? And how did I prepare to keep the peace? How long did I labor? And how safe is a home birth? Will be on my next video. And I'll get you the total cost of a home birth on my next video, because I don't know. Sorry. But yes, I will catch you next time, and don't forget, Jesus loves you. Bye.